Good morning, and woof, am I happy it's Friday, March 14th. This is Wake Up with KERA News, and I'm Andrew, ready for the weekend, Garcia. Be very careful if you're spending time outside today. In fact, it might be better to avoid it altogether. Temperatures will reach the lower 80s, and much of North Texas will see high, very dusty winds today, with some gusts up to 65 miles per hour. The region is also under a red flag warning until about 11 o'clock tonight. That means conditions are primed for rapid spreading wildfires. So if there's any grilling or campfires in your weekend plans, hold off until tomorrow. Let's get into today's news. Irving residents are trying to stop plans to build a destination resort that includes room for a casino. Thousands of residents have signed a Change.org petition opposing the development, which is backed by Las Vegas Sands. The hotel management company is also spearheading the push to legalize casinos and sports betting in Texas. The Planning and Zoning Commission will vote on rezoning for the development on Monday. Starting on Sunday, pianists from around the world will audition for the Van Cliburn International Piano Competition in Fort Worth. Altogether, 77 pianists are auditioning, and an expert jury will select 30 to return for the competition in May. Cliburn President Jacques Marquis says the competition is one of the most anticipated classical music events in the world. The auditions at Texas Christian University continue all week and are free to attend. Biking in Dallas isn't for the faint of heart, with few protected lanes and not much connectivity. Now the city is updating its bike plan for the first time in years, but as KERA's Pablo Arauz-Pena reports, cycling advocates say Dallas needs to kick the work into a higher gear.
Fernando Trueba is a daily bike rider. It's his preferred method of transportation around the Dallas area after he sold his car last year.
I try and bike every single place I go to.
Trueba is a member of the Dallas Bicycle Coalition, a group that advocates for a better bike network.
I really wanted to put my name behind an organization, a group of people that believe in not just, giving people better bike lanes, better bike infrastructure, but also giving people freedom of mobility.
The coalition is part of a thriving community of bike enthusiasts who meet regularly in group rides for all levels. Beginners, people more into fitness, men and women, young and old. Rebecca Kornblum is president of the coalition.
The community is really strong, and I've lived other places, and it is unique here.
But Dallas isn't the safest city to ride in. While the city has plenty of separated trails, many of them drop cyclists onto 3 or 4 lane roads.
That's scary. That's really scary. So, it takes a very confident cyclist.
Kornblum says being part of the community helped her learn the safest routes, what streets to avoid, and being safe around cars. Right now, the coalition is working with planners at the City of Dallas on its latest bike network plan. Recently, city staff reported Dallas is behind in bike path miles compared to other Texas cities like Houston and Austin. Catherine Rush is the chief planner for Dallas's transportation department. She says that's because the city hasn't updated its comprehensive plan in almost 15 years.
We are doing a lot, and I think at a similar pace to other cities, but we just started off late.
Rush says the city's vision is for Dallas residents to have access to bike paths that connect people to where they want to go.
We envision more people traveling by bicycle or other micromobility devices, particularly for short trips. So those that are really, that can be done within 15 minutes by bicycle.
Right now, Dallas has a little over 200 miles of designated bike paths. Cities like Austin have more than 400 miles. Laura Deerenfield is a planner for Austin's bike network.
The city of Austin's really been on a really interesting sort of 10-year, really a decade of work to build out its bike network. And really that network is serving much more than people on bikes.
Deerenfield says the path to success began in 2014 when the city shifted its thinking on mobility in the city.
Not so much what the city can do for bicycling, but what can bicycling do for the city? What can bicycling do to help manage congestion by shifting some short trips that really make sense by bike, that might be time competitive by bike?
That shift turned into action when it built out bike paths that people actually want to ride on. A survey found that more than half of Austin residents are at least interested in riding a bike in the city. Rebecca Kornblum with the Bicycle Coalition says she wants to see the same in Dallas, but the city has its work cut out for it.
Truly, there is so much opportunity for more people to ride if they felt safe, if we increased safe cycling routes across Dallas.
The current draft of the plan calls for 231 new bike path miles in the next 2 decades, but Kornblum and other advocates say that needs to speed up. The city is asking for public input on the draft plan before it adopts a final version in May. Kornblum says even if you don't ride a bike, a better bike plan will benefit anyone who gets around anywhere in the city.
That was KERA's Pablo Arauz Peña reporting. The Mavericks play the Rockets in Houston tonight. Dallas will take on the Rockets during Anime Night, featuring YouTube sensation and sketch comedy group RDC World 1. A stadium full of Houston anime and RDC fans means the pressure's on for the Mavericks, or they really risk giving the group some more material. Here's wishing Dallas the best of luck on the court tonight. And FC Dallas takes on the Vancouver Whitecaps FC tomorrow at Toyota Stadium. There's no shortage of fun events going on this weekend around North Texas. St. Patrick's Day parades, of course, a Roots music festival, and the grand opening of an animatronic bug exhibit all await you this weekend. Find more information and other fun things to do at kera.org/calendar. Thanks so much for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get good morning vibes from our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at KERATX. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.